Yo, welcome to the channel. We're doing a collection tour, but not manga today. We're going to go in to my second office room, I guess, and we're going to do a little gaming room tour. But I thought I'd mention that we got the Switch in here, and then we got the Xbox 360 and the PS5 in my bedroom. So let's go into the game room. So here's my bedroom, and my hobby room or game room is right here. And we will start with the video game collection, including DVDs and whatnot. Let's start up here. These are all Blu-ray movies. Just gonna skip over those. You know, we got God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Forbidden West, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey. This is actually the Game Boy player for the GameCube. I don't have the attachment for it yet, but I have the disc. Then we got a little bit of PS1. I was never really going to collect PS1. I just happened to get a lot with almost all of these games. Crash Bandicoots. We got a Gex, Enter the Gecko, the first 3 Spyros. Here's some overflow of Nintendo 64 games that I have. You know, like this is Earthworm Jim 3D. Recently got this Ever Genesis. It's like a summer cart EverDrive type thing. Has like 5,000 games on it. So it's pretty cool. But this is like my main display for N64. You have, obviously, we have Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Rocket Robot on Wheels, one of my favorite platformers on the console. Space Station Silicon Valley, Chameleon Twist, fun game. That's Mega Man 64. We got Turok 1, 2. I have 3 up there. Buck Bumble is kind of a cool game. You get to play as like a bumblebee. You know, Donkey Kong, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, GoldenEye, World Is Not Enough, Perfect Dark, Gone Legends, Rayman 2, Super Mario 64. That's the current setup. I want to get at least 2 more of these stands to put over here. Maybe 3. I think I'll probably just go with 2. I'm not sure. But then we head over to the PS2, which continues down here. Now, the PS2 is what sparked me wanting to collect physical video games again. And with the recent bullshit with, you know, like Sony, PlayStation saying they're not going to continue disc video games, crazy. So I'm glad I got into this when I did. And the reason I got into it was because RIP. Draken the Ancient Gates. This is my favorite PS2 game from my childhood. It's just so cool that you get to play on the dragon and shoot fireballs or sonic waves or whatnot. And just, I got out my PS2 Slim from my basement. You know, it still works perfectly fine. And I really wanted to play Draken. And that's what sparked getting all of this. Let me grab that game. Dragon Rage. So I wanted to collect a bunch of PS2 games from my childhood, and of course, collect games that I never got but look great. So we kind of like, we mix and match, like Dynasty Warriors 5, for example. That was the Dynasty Warriors game me and my brother played all the time. And this year, me and my brother, we played through Dynasty Warriors 5. We got every unlock. We got everything. So it was super fun. Let's just kind of skim through. I'm not going to name every game. Blood Omen 2, Legacy of Kain, one of my favorite franchises out there. Currently playing Bully, great game. Champions of Norath, fun. I really want to start Dark Cloud because I never played these games. You know, Devil May Cry, some DBZ. Enter the Matrix. I remember that one being super fun. We got the other Gauntlet games here. God of War, played through both of those. That's why I got the remastered God of War 3 because I could play that on my PS5s. Gone, that was fun. Defiance. This is the Legacy of Kain that made me fall in love with the series. And they actually just remastered this on, I guess I can get it on Steam, so I'll probably get the remaster. Jak and Daxter, playing the first one, really fun. Manhunt, oh my god, bro. Brutal game. Market Cree, this game's sick. Midnight Club Dub 3, great game. Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, all those great from my childhood. Onimusha 123, great. Dude, Prince of Persia, the trilogy, specifically Sands of Time was like my favorite. Warrior Thin, definitely second favorite, and then third favorite. I want to get into Ratchet and Clank. I just have the one so far. Red Dead Revolver, I definitely want to play that. I never knew Red Dead was like on the PS2. My first Red Dead was Red Dead, what the fuck's it called? Red Dead Redemption. Going on. Shadow of Rome, playing that right now. Fun. We just also got Sly Cooper 123. I will start Sly Cooper once I finish Jak and Daxter 1. I'll start Sly Cooper 1. Heading down here, Swashbucklers, cool pirate game. And the Warriors, I really want to play the Warriors because, I watched the movie again not too long ago, and apparently the game's like way more in depth, so that's super cool. Here we got our GameCube collection. Very small, just GameCube games are so expensive. I actually got Hit and Run with my GameCube when I bought it on Marketplace, so that's why I have it on the GameCube rather than PS2, because I got PS2, GameCube, and Xbox, which are all the same generation. So what I'm doing now is any game that is like cheaper on a different console, I'll just go for that one just to save some money. But we got Darkened Sky, the cool game, a little jank, but the Skittles game, if you know, you get powers from Skittles. Geist, dope shooter. Zelda, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. We got Prime 1 and 2, Hit and Run. Star Fox Adventure, great game. Super Mario Sunshine, I've never played it, but I like Mario. And then Vex, again, yeah, I was gonna get this one on PS2, but just got it for like $15 on Marketplace. Just can't complain. And then we come to the Xbox selection. Brute Force, playing this right now, super fun, kind of like Mass Effect and Halo mixed, I'd say. That's a decent little like synopsis. Dark Watch, this is what I mean. I got this for $25 on Xbox. It's like $85 on PS2, so that's what we're going with. Fable, Halo, my buddy, shout out to Nick. He's the one who recommended Kingdom Under Fire. Great game, similar to Dynasty Warriors, but you command your units and whatnot. Little Ninja Gaiden Black, Otogi, Panzer Dragoon, all exclusive to the console. Just got Panzer Dragoon today. And then all these I got kind of in like lots, buying a bunch of games and then selling off what I don't want, whatnot. And then we go to Xbox 360. So everything here and almost everything here you see, I basically got for free. I got a console, and 80% of all these games came with the console. I got 5 controllers, which I have been replacing parts on those controllers because they're all broken. But I got almost all these games for free. And the reason I got the 360 in general was because of Fable, Gears of War, and Halo. That's what I wanted to play. And I actually haven't played a single one of these 360 games because I've been playing Fable on my 360, because the original Fable came on the Xbox. So I'm almost done Fable. Once I'm done, I'm gonna, eventually hop into some of these 360 games. And then we'll go down quick to most of these are TV shows. I think almost all of these are TV shows, but this shelf, a couple of my favorites, Vikings, Breaking Bad, Last Kingdom. The Shield was great. Prison Break. Sons of Anarchy, my favorite show of all time. Sopranos, almost finished Sopranos. Then we got like Lost. I might watch Lost again. Oz, currently watching. Brutal prison show. Wire, great. Justified, great. All these cars, by the way, are at one point I was into plastic models. I actually still have two that I haven't finished. Basically, the model's like a blank piece of plastic. You sand, prime, paint, kind of design the car you way you want. Like, for example, this Evo, if you're into cars, I did this little two-tone thing. I painted the seats red, put little Recaro stickers on them. It was a little fun hobby that I got into. So then we go PC setup, of course, dual monitor. Here's my PC, a Corsair case. I don't remember the case. Graphics card is 7900 XTX. Processor 7800 X3D. These headphones are so good. They're Bayer Dynamics DT770 Studio headphones. Amazing when I'm playing Hunt Showdown. And we'll quickly show a little art gallery, Sons of Anarchy, a little Viking Shield, some Zelda, Rocket League, and we got a bunch of knickknacks in this corner. We'll just skip those for now. And this is like the anime figure shelf. Let's quickly go to the consoles quick though. So my CRT setup. I got this CRT from a buddy at work for $20. He just had it, didn't use it. We got the AV switcher up top. If you don't know what that is, basically, instead of having to swap out AV cables every time, they're all plugged into this. And for example, my GameCube is number 3. So if I fire up the GameCube, we just click number 3 and it auto switches. And then we'll go through. So we got the Jungle Green N64 and a GameCube. We got the original Xbox and the PS2 Slim. I've actually been using this controller on the N64. That's what that dongle is. It's a wireless 8BitDo controller. Real nice. You got a Hall effect stick. And it's just ergonomically way nicer. I definitely recommend it if you want to play games. It's just not good for shooters or anything because the stick is like super sensitive. So I like to use a normal N64 on this when I'm playing a shooter. We'll just go through some figures quick. We got Ichigo and Kenpachi here. And then we kind of got our Bleach set up here and here. We got a lot of Bleach shit. We got a little Berserk action going here. Can't forget the top shelf. Colossal Skull. Broly. Couple random different animes there. A little Dragon Ball setup. We got some Satisfactory merch that we got off Kickstarter. And again, another couple random animes. Then this drawer we got controllers. Just can't really see the lighting. And then other than that, we got, old Cura from Bleach. And we got Skull Knight over here. And that's kind of just the whole setup. What's up to the new kitty? He's the only one who uses this tower. I think my other girl, yep, she's right there. But again, yeah, this is the little office hobby room. Tons of stuff on the walls. couple cats, couple consoles, more than a couple of video games. But I really have built out a nice, cozy gaming room, and I'm proud of it. Thank you.